Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka the Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're going to one of my all-time favorite records. This is an essential part of every single music collection. It's 1983 and Metallica's Kill Em All. For a number of bands, to truly understand why they're held in such reverence, you need to go back to the beginning of their career, and this is absolutely the case with Metallica. This is the record that in many ways stands as the definition of thrash metal, as before this record, you really don't find that perfect balance between the attitude of punk and that heavier metal sound of groups like Motorhead. Strangely enough, in the weeks leading up to the recording of this album, Metallica were still trying to find the right configuration for their band. During this period, the band's original bassist as well as a young guitar player named Dave Mustaine were both ejected from the band. In fact, Mustaine receives a number of writing credits on this album, and it's been well documented that most of the guitar riffs were based on his writing. The lightning fast guitars combined with the uniquely deep grooves are as good as metal gets, and the fact that they're able to keep this up for songs that clock in well over 5 or 6 minutes is a testament to their overall talent as well as the massive impact they've had on later bands. Yet it's also the voice of James Hetfield that absolutely set the standard for the new era of the genre, and to this day, few singers have a more recognizable sound. All across Kill Em All, there's this angry yet controlled energy that's absolutely phenomenal. And while the band has changed drastically since this album, it still easily holds its own against anything that's been released since. I can't say it enough. From the blistering solos to the overall imposing and intimidating moods on Kill Em All, this is as good as metal gets. So if somehow it's not in your collection, go change that right now. Thank me later. Today for something new, we're going to check out one of the most highly anticipated releases of the year. It's the brand new album from Tenacious D, and it's called Rise of the Fenix. The thing that set the D apart from other musical comedy style acts on their first album is the fact that the songs themselves were very good. And that's what made their follow-up album such a massive letdown. They were really just cheap songs that went nowhere. 6 years later, Jack Black and Kyle Gass return with a new record, and on the very first track, they openly address the disaster that was the Pick of Destiny, and from the onset, the overall energy of the album is far superior. At first, it sounds as if the vocals are too buried in the overall mix, as it's hard to make out any of the lyrical content. But after a bit, it becomes clear that Jack Black is just trying to force too many words into these spaces. And unfortunately, to tell you the truth, the reality is that there's rarely a good lyric on this album, so you're not missing much. Unless, of course, you want to hear him name drop Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers a number of times, or his blatant overuse of F-bombs because clearly he and KG have run out of witty lyrics. Along with this, the comedy skits that are found throughout the album seem so forced. The songs are just cheap in terms of lyrics, and they're boring musically. And I can't say it enough, the parts on this record that are supposed to be funny just aren't. While there are certainly moments of rock sound that certainly do rock, it's mostly thanks to Dave Grohl's drumming, and it's a bit more in front of the mix, which makes a lot of sense. So as much as I hate to say it, there's no question that Rise of the Fenix joins the Pick of Destiny on the Buy It or Borrow It, being a 100% bin it. I repeat, do not buy this record if you want to keep the love for Tenacious D that you had for their first record. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, or click like, whatever you want to do. Remember that if you leave a comment here or you share this video via my Facebook page, you're automatically entered into a contest to win at least 4 of the albums I recommend at the end of the month. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I talk about the greatest music of all time at thedailyguru.net. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.